and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I'm here with Joseph P. Larkin. How's it going?
Yo, what's up? Not
Hey.
much. I mean, what?
Well, we've had a bit of a week because you were dealing with like technical stuff, and it's just been moment after moment after moment of difficulty on either end. Like on my end, it was my neighbors were being annoying, but not nearly as much as yours per se. But it's just that I heard this lady doing vocal exercises, and so
Mhm.
I was like, God, I can't. I hope I can't hear her. But luckily, she's on the front of the building, so it didn't even affect anything. But so I want to bring something back, and I'm just gonna start playing it, and you'll see what it is. But um, so I know last week I played gameplay that I took, but this isn't actually for myself. This is
Oh, hell yeah. I
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
love this game. Are you
right,
kidding me?
yeah.
Dude, the animation is beautiful. Yeah, the same guy that did this also did
The Nim
some
movies.
other I can't
Five,
remember which it was, but yeah, he did a bunch of animated movies in the 70s and 80s.
yes, Dan Bluth,
Don Bluth. Don Bluth.
or is
This
it
is the
Don
guy that
Bluth?
Don Bluth. This is the guy that did the Rat movie, Secret of
Yes,
Nim.
yes,
Yes.
mm-hmm,
I love this guy. Don Bluth's amazing.
yes. What he used to be a Disney animator, and then what he did was he uh, quit there and around like early late 70s early 80s and started his own company, and then the programmer for this game came to him and was like, I really want to make a Disney style video game, uh, and I need you to do it because you're the only you're amazing, you know? And it just the timing was perfect because
Hmm.
he just left Disney. He was like, sure, whatever, and then it ended up being the biggest hit in '83. Like they made it for like uh, I think it was a million, maybe well under a million, but and they ended up making 1.8 million in within a month and a half from
Oh
the game.
wow, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, because '83, everything else is like Pac-Man and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And so you look at this and you're like, this is I've never seen anything like this, you know.
Hmm.
And I wanted to bring it up because last week I talked a little bit about it, I touched on it, but I know we talked about it privately. But I wanted to tell everybody I have a certain affinity for game designers because I went to art
Hmm.
school, the Art Institute in Santa Monica, and one of the big programs. I was in the film program, but the other people were in the game design and programming program at my college, and so I used to produce comedy shows, and every month I produce a comedy show and get LA Comics paid, who by the way weren't getting paid. I
Hmm.
would actually give them money. And so the people that would consistently show up to my shows and loved comedy were video game designers because they were they were nerds. They had each other, but they didn't have a lot of friends. And I was like, dude, I'm a comedy nerd. Let's like I was able to provide them free pizza because I had to spend the money, but I wasn't allowed to take a paycheck. But I had to spend money on the comics. Like I didn't have to give them a lot, but I had to give them something. And then I had to spend money on food, and it was an entertainment budget thing, because in my college they I don't even know how I got this gig. You know how I got this gig was I just was like, hey, I've produced shows before. Can I produce a show with you? And then my Nathan something was my life coach, not life coach, but whatever my counselor there, and he was like, yeah, I mean, no one's ever thought to do that, but sure. And so, because I was doing comedy in college, I was able to meet a bunch of comics and get them paid. And like I said, the video game nerds were the best audience. They love comedy. And I'm not going to say that I'm responsible for stand up comedy being in GTA 4, but I graduated in 2006. So that GTA 4 came out in 2008, and one of the features in the GTA 4 was a comedy club that you could go in and watch Ricky Gervais and Cat Williams and one other guy, I forget who it was, but I don't know. I'm willing to bet some of the video game designers from my college ended up working at Rockstar. So who knows? Maybe I gave them the love of comedy.
You're responsible. Fuck you. you jerk.
Yeah.
Dude, was this a PC game, by the way? This is PC, right?
PC, but it was arcade. But it was in '83. It was the first use of Laserdisc, I think, or one of the earliest use of Laserdisc.
I'm honestly, it's astonishing how good this animation looks, considering it was made for a computer screen and not like a television or a movie screen.
Well, back in those days, though, computer screens were basically the same CRTVs. Basically, they had the same technology because everything was. You don't realize it until I play a lot of old games now, and I should probably just every week just show a bunch of those. But
yeah, I'd rather watch the old games, to be honest with you.
Yeah, modern games are not as fun. There's something about these that were just like the creativity, because they didn't have the technology. It made them be more creative. Like the movies back in the day. Movies are way better because they didn't have a bunch of computers that could do, the AI stuff, which I'm probably going to show soon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that now. Let's get into this AI talk, because technology, while it's cool, I don't think it makes things better, right? Not at all. And so this past week, Google came out with VO3, or I think it's called VO3, and it's their newest AI, and it's creating some amazing things, but it's just some things that I look at and go, I don't know if I like where this is going, so I'll just play that.
A girl told me we're made of prompts. Like, seriously, dude? You're saying the only thing standing between me and $1 billion is some random text?
Honestly, the biggest red flag is when the guy believes in the prompt theory. Like, really? We came from prompts? Wake up, man.
You want to convince me that this perfect creation behind me is the result of ones and zeros? A binary code and nothing more? It makes no sense.
Imagine you're in the middle of a nice date with a handsome man, and then he brings up the prompt theory. Yuck. We just can't have nice things.
We're not prompts!
I will say this: they accurately portrayed most female comedy.
Yeah, I didn't hear anyone laughing. But also, no, actually, it's exactly what female comedy is like, just shaming a man.
Yeah.
If I go on a date with a handsome man, I let you at the point to say that it's handsome. No handsome man is fucking you. In fact, you look like an open micer that I know who's been doing comedy for like 20 years.
But none of those people are real, by the way.
No, it's disturbing as fuck to look at that. I hate that. Yeah. And I think that we've already had a lot of AI in our entertainment, and we just didn't even notice it yet. Because yes, the CGI looks so fucking bad that I don't know. Like I've seen all the Mission Impossible movies except the newest one and number 6.
Okay.
This is bullshit. It's the same with the Final Destination movies. I've seen all of them except the new one and one other one, but I don't remember what the other one that was that I haven't seen. So I have no fucking idea how to complete the 8 movie series without just going back and rewatching all of them, which I don't care to do, obviously. That's kind of one and done situation for me, the Final Destination movies.
Yeah. Well, the story isn't really important. It's basically every story is someone is double crossing somebody. You'll find out at the end for sure, and they're gonna pull their faces off. There's gonna be a big stunt, and that's really the plot of every one of these movies. Oh, and the main guys aren't doing the bad thing usually. The first one was the exception, I think, but.
Oh yeah, the first 2 are the only ones where he doesn't go rogue. Dude, an actual rogue CIA agent would be like working at a soup kitchen or helping someone in some way.
Right.
Instead, he's just doing the same shit that they do in the CIA, which is cause chaos and kill people at random. I mean, I think those movies are outrageous because the action stunts are so great. There's like 2 or 3 set pieces in every movie, and then the rest of the movie is absolute fucking trash.
Right.
Like, I was considering going because I live in walking distance of a movie theater. I'm definitely going to walk down and watch watch that Final Destination movie. But I also thought about going and just for the whole day and also watching the Mission Impossible movie. But man, it's an impossible mission to watch these movies without your iPad in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so fucking boring. Yeah. And they're always referencing shit that happened in the other movies, which I didn't even see. I haven't even seen all of them, so I don't know what the fuck's going on half the time. And what is going on is so dull. So much fucking talk and dialogue to say nothing.
Right.
To say nothing, there's zero character development for the Ethan Hunt character, and he's in 8 fucking movies or something like that. He grows and evolves in no way at all. Sometimes he has a wife, sometimes he has a girlfriend. We never meet him. Like, we never see him meeting, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah, he had a wife in, like, what, the 4th or something? It doesn't even matter, but I think it was the 3rd or 4th one.
Yeah, she just pops up as his wife, and it's like, why would the CIA agent have a wife who wasn't in the CIA? It doesn't even, that part, like, does that seem a little difficult? You just have to lie constantly to your own fucking family?
Yeah.
Like, that just, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should make like this, like, there must be on YouTube a super cut of just the action sequences, like a 3-hour video of just him hanging on the side of a plane or whatever. I'd watch that. That's totally interesting to me. I mean, I was making the same complaint about the Star Wars movies, where I tried to rewatch Star Wars, and at least the first half of the movie is just them talking about the prequels, which did not exist for like fucking 30 years or something like that. It's just puzzling to me. Like, who the fuck wants to sit here and watch Luke Skywalker talk? I want to watch him kill something with the fucking laser sword. What is this bullshit? It's the same with these fucking Marvel movies too, where there's like 2 or 3 great scenes where they destroy New York City at the end, and then the rest of it is just it's just Spider-Man talking to Iron Man about what the fuck ever. Like, I fucking care. Oh, Spider-Man, are you still getting along with your girlfriend? Who fucking cares? It's Spider-Man. I don't want to see him with a girlfriend. I want to see him punching people.
Right.
Fuck this shit.
It's all interpersonal relationship stuff, and you're like, this isn't. I mean, that's not what I paid to see. I paid to see world-ending battles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to watch all the different characters die in that one movie, which I still haven't seen. But I love the concept of just half the characters just disappearing in a split second. Like, fuck yeah.
Right.
I could watch this movie for 3 hours too. Him fighting dragons and shit. This is awesome.
Yeah, Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it's called.
And the female princess he's saving was voted like the most attractive one in all of gaming history.
Oh wow! Well, hey, let me go get some lube.
No, but I mean, it's a bunch of nerds. But I mean, the drawing is, he drew her well at least. But
this reminds me of when I was a teenager. My cousin came to visit. He instantly rest in peace. He's one of the Larkins that didn't make it out as well as I did. I mean, I'm here on my iPad, no big deal. I have an iPad and an iMac. Meanwhile, my cousin crawled into a sleeping bag one day and blew his head off with a shotgun, but whatever. Oh, it's so funny. I'm thinking about this anecdote just real quick. My sister and I were talking a couple weeks ago, and she said, you know what? I think we got the best of the Larkin men. Because my father had 2 brothers, and they were even bigger fuck-ups than my dad was. I mean, my dad actually, he had social skills. If I have any social skills and networking ability, it's from watching my father talk to people, because he was really good at it. The other 2 uncles are the total fuck-ups. One guy didn't move out of the family home. He lived at home until he died a couple weeks ago, and that was that. And the other guy was even more hardcore alcoholic than my father, but he was like a mean drunk. I was really lucky because my dad wasn't mean, and he didn't hit us or some shit. I mean, I feel very fortunate, but that doesn't make it okay for him to treat me the way he actually did. What was the point of this anecdote? I don't even remember. Something about I don't know. So I started thinking about Wolfenstein while I was watching this. I was like, we should play Wolfenstein next.
Oh yeah. I love Wolfenstein. I have Wolfenstein.
Oh really? Great. I love that game. Yeah, dude, it's so interesting. I'm so distracted by this video. Maybe we should turn something else on, because I can't even think about what I was going to say about the video from earlier and my dad and how it related to him or something.
Oh, I'll just pause it for a second.
I can't fucking remember. I'm sorry. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I'm like a psychopath.
Right.
I'm not like a psychopath. I am a psycho at this point. I mean, I was just in bed all day reading. Like, come on, why can't I fucking go to sleep? Just give me some fucking sleep. And of course, once you do finally fall asleep, it's impossible to get the fuck out of bed and get your shit together. And of course, now I'm completely fucked because I woke up at fucking 8:30 tonight.
Yeah.
Look at 8:30 tonight. So tomorrow's fucked tomorrow as well as fucked. I don't know.
Well, I could play more AI.
No,
AI.
I can't. I don't know if I can look at that anymore. That's so repulsive to me. It's just repugnant, and it's just as mediocre as what humans make too.
Right. Right. Well, I'd say it's worse because it's all dad jokes and just lame jokes.
Well, what's a copt? What were they even talking about? KOPT? What is that?
Oh, what the AI that we just watched was talking about prompts. And
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Prompts.
Yeah.
PROKT.
No, but don't look at the spelling. That was all terrible. It can't write, so it misspells everything. So it's not that perfect.
What's a
But
prompt? What does that mean?
Well, when you make an AI video, you write what you want it to be, and then it creates it out of nothing but your words.
Okay.
So like for that female comic, someone wrote, have a female comic talking about. Well, sometimes you don't even have to tell it what to talk about. Sometimes you can just say, "Hey, I'd like a female comic to talk about the prompt theory," and that's probably all they said. And then it filled in the blanks that the female comic's going to make fun of men, and it did all that on its own because it pulls from examples of what's come before. So it's not creating; it's just kind of mimicking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I remember. I was talking about my cousin shooting his head off.
Right.
I don't know how I forgot about that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I've decided I don't want to go any further into that discussion. That's
Okay.
depressing as fuck. But long story short is, as much as I complain about my family life, it could have been worse. Could have been a hell of a lot fucking worse.
Right.
I never killed myself. I never became a drug addict. I mean, I can't even believe
Right.
that I haven't cracked yet. I haven't cracked yet. It's coming.
You've been in LA for a long time, and you've managed to survive the horrors of the entertainment business, which I don't think a lot of people understand.
WHORES, the horrors.
The horrors of it, and I don't think a lot of people realize the just insane amount of I don't even know what do you call it, like just terrible sociopathic people that are in this business. They would step over their own mother dying, bleeding out on the ground in order to, if they thought it would help their career. So
yeah, well, what they did to me is they tripped me and then they stepped over me.
Right.
So I
at
never
least they
had a
didn't kill
fucking
you.
They're working on it. Don't worry. They're working on it. Oh, but what I want to say about my cousin is that when he came to the one time I hung out with him for like a couple weeks, he came to visit New Orleans, and there was a magazine. I don't know if it still exists in the early '90s that was called the Marvel Swimsuit Pinup Issue or something like that, and it was like She-Hulk in a bikini. And I remember we were looking at this, and I was like, does someone jerk off to this? And he goes, yeah, I do. I jerked off to this. I was like, you jerk off to cartoons? Like, this just seems pathetic. And of course it is pathetic, but now people jerk off to cartoons all the time. There's tentacle porn and shit, which I assure you is way more disgusting than She-Hulk in a bathing suit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find that shit really weird. People jacking off to cartoons. Like,
well, it's
what
only
the hell's wrong with you? It's
only gotten worse with the infiltration of porn as just being so out everywhere now. So
it's entertainment now, dude. It's like mainstream entertainment, which is disturbing.
Mm-hmm. And it's made a lot of.
Listen, fellas, if you know the names of any porno star, kill yourself. Like, you've lost. They're disposable cum rags, and you should be following their fucking career trajectory. You sad fuck. You stupid fucking loser. Ugh. That's disgusting to me. I'm at a point now, Chris, and I suggest that everyone else do this. Just go jack off to some old episodes of Baywatch or something. Like, use your imagination a little bit. You don't need to see everything. Like, that's something I never understood about pornography. Is like, who wants to see the inside of a pussy? I don't. Why? Like, you'd see these magazines where they'd be like holding open their pussy or their butthole, and you're like, who wants to see this? What's wrong with these people?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I'd rather jack off to a hot girl's face. How's that? I'd rather do that. I'd rather jack off to her face, or just imagine myself fucking her. I don't need to see a black dude fucking her. You know what I mean? I don't require that in my masturbation fantasies.
Right.
Because most of the stuff that they're trying to get you to jack off to is horrific. That in normal society, if you saw like a black guy fucking a white chick on the street, you'd be like, ugh, what the fuck is this shit? And meanwhile, now it's a fetish. Now it's something I just look up if I feel like seeing a black guy fuck a white chick.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck this world. We're in Satan's playland right now. I say this all the time, but we are in the world of Satan. Satan runs this world. He's in charge. Okay, kids? He's in fucking charge. And I've been rejecting his advances now since I was like 13 years old. So Satan's not real happy with me, man. That's why he's been fucking with my sleeping schedule all the
time. What I love most about this is that you're saying this while bathed in red light.
I know, I look like I'm in hell. This is my idea of a good time. Look at this room. This is where I hang out. Relax.
Oh, man.
I live in that spooky mansion behind us. In the picture with a bunch of thorny bushes in front.
So I wanted to transition to another. So this was an interview that happened this week, and it was, or maybe it was like, well, whatever, but it was with this Vice journalist and Tim Dillon.
Are you insulting the annals of journalism by calling a Vice person a journalist?
Right. Yeah.
Fuck out of here. I don't think a real journalist will document their period over a series of 6 months or whatever.
This one would. You probably hit the nail on the head on this one.
That comedy, there's very, very successful comedians that are left of center comedians.
Like who?
I mean, what do you mean like who? Chelsea Handler, I think John Mulaney probably. I think that you would find Sarah Silverman. I think Bill Burr, Louis C.K. He's never voted for a Republican in his life. Why? Because he's an imperfect person? These are massively successful comedians. They're all more successful than I am. And there's nothing wrong with that. And they're all left-leaning comedians. Is there this idea that, like, they're not around or you can't find them? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No. But there's not this cultural energy.
Kimmel, Fallon.
But all those people who had the kind of, like, left-wing shows, like Amy Schumer and Michelle Wolf, those have all been canceled. All those shows are canceled.
Well, but there'll be new ones. There'll be new ones.
You're talking to a leftist right now, you stupid cunt.
Yeah.
You think some faggot's a Republican?
No.
Get the fuck out of here. You're all leftists, you fucks.
Yeah.
Not one time has Bill Burr ever made a controversial fucking opinion. He doesn't go on this fucking podcast and say stuff like I do, like you should take the right to vote away from women. What the fuck? Did you guys didn't notice that the whole world went to fucking shit somewhere in the 60s when we gave the right to vote to women? We gave the right to vote to black guys first. That should be a fucking huge eye-opening red flag for everyone in the fucking world. Black guys are more trustworthy than any woman. You can trust a black guy to vote for his best interests. The funny thing is, a black guy wouldn't vote for more black guys to come in the country. He'd be like, fuck that. I've got enough of these guys. I'm enough. That woman is so full of shit. I hear this argument all the time that somehow leftist type TV shows and movies are getting canceled, but the right wing ones are popular. There are no right wing ones. Joe Rogan is a homosexual.
Right.
And he takes drugs all the time. What part of that is conservative to you?
No.
He doesn't have a fucking he fucking is raising some black guy's kids. That sounds like a conservative to you. That sounds like a Republican to you. Same with Bill fucking Burr. These people are fucking pathetic. This shit makes me so fucking angry. There's no options for any free thinker. You don't have anyone to look at. I love listening to that faggot Tim J. Dillon talk about how he's a Republican. You get fucked up the ass. You are a servant of Satan. That's how Satanists reproduce. They fuck up the ass. You disgusting sick fucks. I'm so tired of it. These two fucking liberal retards arguing about how the fucking mainstream media is not liberal enough. Are you fucking kidding me? Chris, you should have played this clip first. Now I'm up. I'm awake.
Okay, cool.
I'm alert now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking annoyed. I'm so fucking tired of their fake fucking narrative. I don't know a single fucking conservative since 1992 or something. When I was raised in the Catholic Church, we used to fucking go out and try to save Africans and shit. Now what are they doing? They're telling us to accept Baphomet's children? That's what transgender people are. You want to know what transgender movement means? Look up Baphomet. He's a fucking demon that they worship.
Right.
Grow up, you fucks. I hope my fucking training neighbor is listening to me yell about this shit. You sick fuck. Because he used to just play video games. He was like you, Chris. I would just hear him playing video games and talking to his little buddies online. And then all of a sudden he started growing tits and growing his hair out. And that's all he did. He never put on makeup. He never tried to look like a girl. Fuck you. How insulting to women.
Right.
You fucking misogynist. You don't even try. Disgusting. Fuck you. The way that these transgender people depict the other gender that they are trying to embody is offensive and stereotypical. Like,
right. It's woman face.
Same with, but when the women transition to men, it's the same fucking shit. Where they will literally do what you're doing, where they put on a baseball cap and then the grunge look, which I'm kind of rocking too, with where you put like some kind of, what is wrong with my fucking picture? Where am I in the fucking shot?
It's moving. There you go. Yeah, it's got to move it back.
It's keep moving me out of the shot for some reason. Dude, nothing ever fucking works. I don't know. That we definitely have the universe against us because we tried to do this fucking bullshit yesterday and I can't even log onto the fucking internet on my iMac.
Right.
This fucking thing has only existed for 4 years. It's already completely broken and useless.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this satanic world. Satan runs this world, dude. Fuck Baphomet. Can I get an amen on that one, Chris? Fuck Baphomet.
Amen. I mean, yeah. You should hate all this stuff.
Well, let me give people some fucking context about Baphomet. Baphomet is a hermaphrodite demon that has a dick and tits.
Right.
That's the whole point of this transgender bullshit, to get everyone sick. Tits and dick. Tits and dick. Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. I can't take it anymore. And I don't even watch this stuff. I just am aware of it because it's so
prevalent.
Yes, it's completely baked into the fabric of our society now. Faggotry.
Right.
Dude, butt sex is gross. If you're a guy and you're into it, you're a fucking gross person. Go make a baby, you faggot. Go be a man and make a fucking baby. Disgusting.
Right. Well, now they just they buy them and grow them in a way.
Yeah. See what I said, Chris? The government or somebody doesn't want us to keep this podcast going.
Well, I have something that'll hopefully make you laugh. It's related exactly to what you were just saying.
12% of men who have sex with other men 1 or more times a week have problems where they are not able to control their bowel movements.
Incontinence.
Because when you...
Well, why? If it's healthy, if it's perfectly healthy. And you know that's true.
So there are medical facts.
Listen, look, here's some medical facts for you. Mm-hmm. Even if gay dudes don't die of AIDS, they still die of AIDS because it's always bowel cancer or colon cancer. Pee Wee Herman was one that died recently of that shit. Somebody else, I forgot who, died recently of colon cancer. And so you're not supposed to put things in your asshole. I don't know why this is even something we're debating or talking about.
Right.
That's where shit comes out. That's where you get your defecation needs done. Like, what do you put your dick in there? I've never understood this. My penis is sacred. It goes in the vagina. It belongs there. It's like a sheath. It fits in there perfectly for both of us. No one gets hurt. No one gets hurt by my dick in that situation. It's the way it's supposed to be. And I can't understand. I've never understood why pussy ain't enough. I just don't get that. Pussy's not enough? You need a butthole too? What the fuck is wrong with you? Pussy's not good enough for you.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't...
Now that the camera's moving to follow me laughing. There's insanity.
I know.
I'm really tired. What's interesting is that, people, I've noticed in the comedy community, especially, like, people harp on my mental illness, which is just simply basic depression. I mean, you've already figured out that I'm depressed because I talk about how I sleep during the day all the time and sleep for 11 hours sometimes. Oops.
Oh, your light went out.
Hang on 1 second.
All right.
Damn it, this thing's not plugged. Give me 1 fucking second. Piece of fucking shit. There we go. I'm not losing my mind. Anyway, whatever. Whatever the deep state or whoever's doing this, you can't stop me. I'll run my fucking mouth until I'm dead, and that's that. I'll actually keep running my mouth after I'm dead. I'll probably send I'll send you some social media updates from my deathbed to keep posting after I'm dead. Here's my password to my Facebook account.
And a year's worth of videos.
Uh-huh. Oh, let me tell you right now, if I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to start going live from the deathbed, and I'm going DEFCON 3 on some motherfuckers. I'm telling you, if there's no hope for me living, and I don't have to worry about my family getting hurt, I'm going to fuck you motherfuckers up. And the rule of public opinion, you don't want to fuck with a guy like me, man. I'm really good at making arguments about you being a loser. Mm-hmm. And you are a loser. You're all losers. If you engage in anal sex, you're a loser. Right. I don't know. You're just a loser. You're gross. I want to put my dick where shit goes.
Yeah, I personally never understood that, but
well, riddle me this, gay dudes. Would you rather fuck a fleshlight that's been cleaned and Perelled, or would you like to fuck a flashlight full of shit? Now, here's the gross part: gay dudes would fuck the flashlight full of shit. Right. Do you know that gay dudes will do this thing where they take a really big shit and they take a picture of it and then send it to each other to show how much dick they could fit in their asshole? Like, look at the size of this turd. I could fit a really big dick in here too. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not a woman either, so I don't understand the desire to get taken to Pound Town. I just don't. I don't get it. It's not my thing. It's not appealing to me.
Yeah, and it's it's just it doesn't make sense. But there's a lot of things that people don't talk about. Although this next month they're all gonna realize it for sure because it's their month.
I know last year they cut back on Pride. They'll cut back on Pride this year too because they're trying to get white people interested in their stupid war with Iran. It's just not going to work, dude. I can tell you right now, no Mexicans are going to go fight on behalf of gay people or blacks. So you're relying on white people, and now they've completely been disillusioned by the last 10 years of getting raked under the fucking coals for being the nicest race, basically.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense, but at least LA is doing well.
Living in LA is kind of like living in a Rage Against the Machine album cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just chaos, and it's chaos, but the album cover presents it like it's art or something like that.
Right. Well, this is an encampment fire that I guess they lit somebody's car on fire. I don't know.
Oh, they do all crazy shit. They're firebugs. There's a bunch of firebugs out there in these camps.
Right.
I'd like to burn those camps down too. I've been talking the last few weeks about that fucker that was riding his bicycle around. He hasn't come back because I don't know if I've said this on the podcast or not, but I chased him away the last time because he just happened to be on his bike in the alleyway when I was in my car going to Taco Bell. I just followed him around. And he definitely saw that it was my unit because that I was the guy that he had threatened because, dude, he took the fuck off. I don't even know where he went. He's bad out of hell. But he never came back. But I see that. I drive by that encampment pretty much every day. And I think, man, I'd love to fucking throw a brick over there. I'd love to set that shit on fire. And I see his bicycle there, too. So I obviously fantasize all the time about pulling over, grabbing the bike, and just rolling with it. Well, keep rolling. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to touch it, though. You don't know what's on it.
I'd put some Perel on my fingertips before I got it. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to pick it up and throw it into the LA River because they're right by the LA River. Go get it, faggot. Now you have to go steal a child's bicycle, you loser. I always like to harp on this point because people don't really seem to realize this, that every time that you see these homeless people on a bicycle, it's a child's bike. They're not riding around on a fixie. No. The fixies are worth money. They sell the fixies for drugs. They ride around on the kids' bikes.
They steal all of them. I mean, I've seen them walk around with when they have two wheels, bicycle wheels that are just randomly. You're like, oh, you stole that from somebody just to fix up your whatever bike you stole, or found, but most likely stole.
They stole it. Get that? They found it. Get real, dude. That's what they say. I just found this bicycle over here.
No,
I mean, there was a kid on it, and I pushed him off, but still.
But found it though, totally. Still,
I did find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
that. I love that. So you can't even ride a bicycle in this state without getting fucked. Because I always think about I want to buy a bike because we have bike lanes here, and I was like, well, fuck, man, my tax dollars pay for it. I should get a bike and use them. But dude, even the bike lane's not safe here. There's no place that's safe. Yeah, and the people that ride the bikes on the sidewalk, it's even worse, dude. What are you doing?
Well, it's because the cars are just going to run you off the road. They're not paying attention. The other homeless people might, roll you just for the bike. You never know.
Dude, the homeless fuck with each other constantly. My friend Trenton was homeless, and they constantly stole his stuff because
Yeah.
he was just a nice guy. He was an easy target.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyone who supports the homeless or gives them money is my enemy. You're Baphomet's child, and you're my enemy. I'm gonna slay you, motherfuckers.
Well,
but I wanted to say this about that. What were we talking about before I got off on my rant?
I don't even know. We just kind of free flow here, but
even when I'm sober, I'm a useless fuck.
no, you're just tired. But luckily, I have another topic that I can go to real quick while you remember. This happened also in your old where you used to live. These dudes broke out of prison.
Hey, was this in New Orleans? Is that what you said? Yeah.
So this guy helped them, I guess, but it actually was an inside job. I think they found out that. I think what they did was they broke the wall, like the toilet that's connected to the wall somehow. I don't know how they did it. Oh, I know what they did. They asked the guy to keep the water off so that they could somehow pull the toilet out of the wall and then use that to escape. And
dude, it's like not Forrest Gump. It's like
Shawshank.
Shawshank Redemption. I always called it the Hudsucker Proxy, which is a way better movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean, any Coen Brothers movie is better than most mainstream movies. Even the bad ones are still pretty good.
Right. And the best part about this break wasn't these guys. They caught like 5 of them, I believe. There's 10 of them that left. But what was this lady?
Oh, God, yeah.
Did you see this?
Good afternoon, all.
And
I am Major Stephanie Minter Gibson, and I oversee the crime victims unit for the Orleans Fire Sheriff's
people were calling her a Batman villain.
Once I was notified about
what country is she from? What accent is that?
I want to say that she's Jamaican, which
she's making me crazy with that glasses.
Here's what I don't understand. So. I don't know about you, but I don't think we could go to another country and then become like their head of their prison at all.
Dude, this is outrageous. Yeah, this is outrageous. What the fuck does this bitch know about American prisons?
Right. Maybe she worked in the ones in where she's from, or maybe she, she could be from New Orleans because don't they have a heavy Creole population that kind of stays insulated? So maybe
not so much New Orleans. That's more like the Lafayette area. But yeah, maybe she's from that area.
Right. And so, because they stay within their own, so their accents never diverge and become different.
Oh yeah, that's something that always blows my mind. Like my first girlfriend was Japanese, and her mom was actually from Japan, and I talked to her on the phone a couple of times, and I was like, "Bitch, you've lived in this country longer than I've been alive. Why the fuck do you still have this accent and pretend like you don't understand English?" She was one of those people that would pretend that she didn't understand what you're talking about and just make you repeat it to fuck with you.
Right, because she could.
I didn't want to talk to you in the first place, motherfucker. And when I heard the accent, I immediately wanted to leave.
Right.
I hate fucking explaining stuff to retards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking explain something to you. The second I hear the accent, I'm like, well, this is a waste of time talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest. Like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. You're fucking stupid.
Well,
I don't know. It's the same way that's the same way people treated me in France. They heard my American accent and they immediately just started talking in English. They didn't even want to hear me speak French. It's the same way I feel about these fuckers. It's like, I don't even want to, why bother? Why bother having a fake interaction with you, pretending to be polite? How about I just walk away? How about I just say you're retarded and walk away? I sure as fuck wouldn't put a bunch of cameras and microphones in front of one of these people and parade them around in a fucking news conference. Don't they feel ashamed to have these retards on stage talking?
No.
Is that the Riddler's girlfriend? That's why people say it's a Batman villain? Because she looks like when the Riddler is not the Riddler, but he's supposed to be just a normal guy. He still is ostentatiously dressed. It's not just like that to use as his disguise, but he's still retarded. She also reminds me of there's this guy named, I can't remember his name, but he used to walk around in a suit that had question marks all over it. He also looked like a Batman villain.
But
I forgot what his name is.
He did that on purpose.
Give me 1 second. Please edit these parts out where I'm fixing my lighting. There we go.
Okay. He did that on purpose where he was like he would dress up as the Riddler and then do like racist riddles. Basically,
his name was Matthew Lesko, I think. They
Something
were
like that.
yeah, it was a pay-per-view thing from the 90s, but it stayed on for the whole fucking 90s. You could see it all the time.
I'm thinking of somebody completely different then.
No, his name is Matthew Lesko, and he would wear it was a green suit, which maybe it had dollar signs and not question marks. Maybe I am getting him confused with the Riddler. It might have been dollar signs. Yeah.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the only difference was that instead of question marks, it was dollar signs or something.
No, because
he was like a super villain giving investment advice or something.
Yeah. No, the guy I'm thinking of actually dressed like the Riddler, and then he was on this internet platform where it just skips through different people, and he'd do like, he's all, riddle me this, and he'd be like, they're 13% of the population but make up half. Anyway, he'd do those kind of riddles, and and he was very edgy and he was funny, but it was actually all a bit. I can't remember his name either, but the guy you're thinking of was like a 90s money man that was like before Jim Cramer and stuff. Jim Cramer, dude. I fucking miss Jim Cramer. I used to watch that show every day. I barely play the stock market, but I still watch that show because it was so much fun. Right. Jim Cramer was awesome, and I'm gonna turn her off, but yeah, he was a cool dude because what he'd do is, I mean, not really cool, but he understood TV.
He's not actually cool.
Yeah, he's not actually cool, but he understood television, and so he'd just be like this wild and crazy and invest in this, and then people get mad at him if he was slightly off, and it's like, why are you listening to him seriously? It's just entertainment.
Do you know who that guy really influenced? Who's the guy that always hits the sound effects and makes fun of Tony Hinchcliffe and company? I forgot what his name is.
Red Bar.
Red Bar. They had the exact same shtick where he would bang on something on the table that would make a sound effect that would like punctuate whatever his thought was.
Right.
Well, this guy's not funny. Bang.
Yeah.
As much as it amuses me to watch that guy make fun of my comedy peers that I also hate,
right,
he is so unfunny himself that it's honestly fucking disgraceful and insulting. Like, someone needs to take that soundboard away from him and smash it over his girlfriend's fucking face. That's another one where it's like, put your girlfriend somewhere nowhere near the microphone. No one needs to fucking hear what she has to say. It's great. You have a young girlfriend, that's cool, but she's stupid as fuck, and I don't care about what she has to say. And she's just as vapid and stupid as Tony Hinchcliffe and the other people you make fun of. Andrew Schultz.
Yeah. And it's funny because I agree with a lot of what he's saying, how all these people just aren't, like, I don't know how they get propped up because they're not.
Oh, I do.
Well, you do. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
It's called gay favors.
Well,
it's called faggotry. It's called monetizing faggotry.
This is why he's everywhere, because he does all this, like, he's super gay.
Who is that guy? What am I looking at?
Pedro Pascal, who's in literally everything.
Dude, why is that guy all over the fucking internet all of a sudden? He's super gay
because of that.
Gay dudes are like this. Gay dudes do not understand that straight dudes don't sexually harass women directly to their face. But because like he said to one of his co-stars that she should start an OnlyFans. And to a gay dude, that sounds completely reasonable. But to a straight person, it's like, what? You just called that woman a whore to her face and told her she should monetize her pussy. Yeah, I can't stand that guy. I don't understand why he's getting shoehorned into every fucking movie and TV show. I think he's Mr. Reed, Reed Richards and Fantastic Four. This is outrageous. He doesn't look anything like him.
No, but he's there because of literally. This is why.
Let me tell you about gay dudes. They love being subversive. They love subverting expectations of normal straight people. This is why all the rappers are gay. All the gangster rappers were gay guys pretending to be tough guys.
Right.
The comedy scene is full of these dudes who I watch them like, I'm debating whether or not to name some names here, but certain people at the Comedy Store, I would watch them sexually harass these women on Facebook, but the women didn't care because they knew the guys were gay.
Oh.
In fact, do you remember a comic named April O'Connor?
Yes.
I remember having a really funny conversation with her one time via text where at 2 a.m, I just texted her and I was like, is it just me or is every guy at the Comedy Store fucking gay? And she wrote back immediately, even though it was 2 a.m. She's like, oh my God, yes. But anyway, sorry, April, if you're watching, I don't mean to bring you up, but I brought you up because even women noticed the fear. Like, they were like, God damn, this shit is so gay everywhere. I feel bad for them here because they thought, like, I'm going to get married to a cool up and coming, like, movie star or comedian. It's like, no, you're going to end up in a lavender marriage where you have to hang around some gay dude and watch him get fucked all the time while you get ignored sexually.
Right. Yeah, because like Tony, for sure. I mean, that's the joke, right? That he's gay. Like,
there's no joke. He's gay as fuck. I mean, what's the debate there? How is there even a debate? I mean, my gaydar must be on point because that's like, as soon as I moved here, I was like, that guy's gay, and I was like, Joe Rogan, he's gay as hell too. These people are all fucking gay, like fucking shit. It's why, like, for many years, I mean, the reason I was dragging Webb around is because they thought he was my boyfriend. So I would drag him to the Comedy Store and no one would fuck with me. No one would hit on me. No one would drug me.
Right. Well,
and so now I'm a free agent and I don't have any friends. So I just don't go to the Comedy Store because I don't have any desire to. What's the point? I'm not gay. They don't accept me. It's ironic because I wasn't accepted in high school because they thought I was gay. Now I'm not gay and they don't accept me for being straight. I just can't win in this world, dude.
You're not doing this, so
I just don't even have the desire to be this way. They're just disgusting. They're just icky. This is just icky. It's gross. Yeah. Pedro Pascal, I hope you die of AIDS and I hope it happens soon. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you live a long life, but you will die of AIDS at some point or other. I hope you enjoy the end of your life when you're bleeding out the butthole. I mean, you're already bleeding out the butthole, right? Probably.
Yeah. But
whatever. I'm the creep because I point out how gross this stuff is. Jeez, what a jerk.
Yeah. What
I'm such a jerk. Yeah. Ironically, I'm an asshole. The one asshole you couldn't fuck, buddies. The one asshole you could not fuck. You tried.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird because the more you see it, the more you're like, what? Like, you see the guys that they do rise up faster, but yeah, they don't have morals basically. And maybe they're not necessarily gay. Maybe some of them are just amoral, and that's enough for some of them.
That's totally true. They don't have any problem using the casting couch. Right. That's my problem. Honestly, I have my issues have run a lot deeper than straight or gay. I have intimacy issues, so I don't want to fuck anybody on a long-term basis. I just don't. And I also don't want to fuck a lot of people. I want to have relationships with women I actually like. So what that means is that sometimes you just go 2 years without sex or something like that. If you have any standards at all, you go without sex for a while.
Right.
That's it. Because the reality is this, dude, I could hang up on this fucking call and immediately get on Grindr and get a guy to come over here in 10 minutes to fuck me. I don't even find that appealing. Like, it's too easy. Like, being a woman or a gay dude is too easy. This is why women fuck with you so much, because it's boring. Like, I can just fuck you anytime I want. So what? Right. This is boring. Put you through the ringer and have some entertainment first.
Yeah. Yeah. And but anyways, speaking of women, I don't even know if this is a woman, but I wanted to get this on record. So
that's a woman.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, here's why I don't know.
I'm gonna check on her, yeah.
So let's see if I can pause it.
You all right?
That looks like a woman to me.
You sure?
Also, that's the second video I saw today of a woman crashing into something and then running away.
Yeah.
How are they so fucking dumb?
Well,
I'm gonna check on her, yeah.
She's on the phone for sure, but are you sure? Because this weird. Look at that hairline, though.
It's a woman. He said her. I heard it. Look, that's a woman. Oh, but you're right. Could be a transgendered. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but either way.
Regardless, it's a retard. Yeah. Maybe that is a woman. Maybe some of these trans dudes actually do seem like they might be women because they're so overly emotional and irritating to talk to. Like, I care about your fucking feelings. You don't care about mine. Why the fuck should I care about yours?
Right.
That's what I love about these gay dudes. And what I love, this is what I love about gay dudes and gay people is that they're so desperate to have their feelings validated while they stomp all over yours and call you a fucking cisgendered asshole or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How about disrespect is a two-way street? And if you treat me with disrespect, I'll treat you with disrespect. That's what Jesus said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not what he said.
No, he didn't say that at all.
You want to be treated, but that's how I interpret it.
Yeah.
I interpret it as if you treat me with disrespect, I treat you with the exact same amount of disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, this is how it is, dude. I'm not your fucking, whatever. I'm not anything for you. Nothing. Leave me the fuck alone.
Right. And
leave me alone with your fucking problems.
Right. Well, we're getting close to running out of time, but before we go, I wanted to bring up this one because this is a crazy story that happened also this last, during the week. I don't know if you've seen this. So this
That is the voice of a Fountain Valley police officer who just had her gun taken away from her, begging for her life as her partner, who had been chasing her attacker on foot, reaches the scene.
Put it down, dude! Put it down!
That man climbs into their police cruiser and the officer opens fire. The man, who was later identified as 26-year-old Ocean McClintock, was shot and killed. This had all started when McClintock was seen trying to get into a woman's car, a passerby calling 911.
Yeah, so that obviously shouldn't be a cop, right? No business doing that.
She said to the guy, "In Jesus' name, amen."
Yeah.
Now you're interested in Jesus, huh? Now Jesus matters. I've been having anal sex every weekend since I was 15 years old, but now I care about Jesus. Please help me, Jesus. I know I ignored you and insulted your beautiful creation, or your gift of sacrifice, but could you help me now?
Well, of course. And so she just, this is we always talk about this, but this is the problem, right? So physically, she's weaker than the perp, obviously, even though that perp looked like he'd been on the street for a while and probably hadn't eaten that day. Still, he's stronger than her. She has to resort to the gun because she can't overpower him physically. So she has to pull the gun, and then he, just because he's crazed, just grabs it out of her hand, and now she's begging for her life in order to just to hopefully he won't shoot her. And luckily he was, I don't know if he was just crazy enough to, maybe he didn't realize he had the gun, maybe it didn't click, so luckily he didn't shoot her or anything, or maybe, who knows, but. And then now she's putting her partner in a bad spot. He has to shoot the guy. No choice.
Right. Dude, it's the same thing I was ranting about a couple weeks ago, where it's like the male cops' partners have to come in there and clean up the mess that the women made.
Every time,
It's embarrassing.
Right.
It's just disgraceful. And also, this is a big part of the reason why there is so much crime. Because if I was a criminal, I'll fuck up a woman. Are you kidding me?
Right.
That's par for the course when you're a criminal.
Well,
that's the best part of being a criminal, fucking up a woman.
Yeah, and I don't know why we keep doing this experiment. We keep making these people, they shouldn't be on the streets. They should be at the desk. They should be back where it's safer. They should be at reception. Yeah. Yeah, the reception, and I'm not saying that they're less. It's just that we all inherently know that men and women are different. It's, even if you don't admit it out loud, everyone knows it in the back of their minds, because that's why it's such a huge deal if a man hits a woman, because women are weaker. Everyone knows that.
When a man hits a woman. Sorry.
Right?
I couldn't myself.
No, it's fine. But everyone knows that, and you can pretend it's not true all you want, but everybody knows that it's absolutely true.
That's for sure. Have you ever noticed that women love to wrestle?
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that too. Every woman, if you guys want to know how to, good foreplay is just wrestling on the floor, even in your clothes. I've never dated a woman that didn't like it, and they love to be overpowered too. That's why this stuff with the cop shit is just it's a perversion of reality.
Yeah.
Even these women are sick because it's just not, there's no reason that. You just reminded me of something about how dumb women are. So check this out. Those fucking Antifa faggots across the alleyway, they hired two women, to come and reorganize their garage for 3 fucking days, from 6:30 till 6:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. They were in there cleaning this garage. Now, first of all, those people have only lived in that unit for a year. They somehow have created such a mess in their garage. They had to hire 2 women to come in 3 days, 6 hours.
Wow.
That's 6 times 3 is 18 hours to clean up after them in a year. And I was watching this, and I was watching the Antifa people. They wouldn't even help. They were just sitting on a table, staring at them, watching, just laughing at this shit. But as I was watching this, I thought, man, women really have no fucking clue. They voted to go out and work from 6:30 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. Wouldn't you rather be at home looking after a kid or just watching some fucking daytime TV? You voted to do this.
Yeah.
You fucking voted. And I was laughing my balls off because I told you about this privately, but they bought a big truck. So I guess they were also moving the debris out. But these stupid fucks, these dumb fucking women don't have a dolly. So they were carrying the boxes from the garage all the way to the other ends of the alleyway all day, back and forth. And I was like, this is why women need men. Because as much of a fuck up as my dad was, he built a fucking dolly. I remember this. As I said, I remember the design of the dolly. I could recreate it myself and give it to those dykes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But stuff like that, it's like, I can't imagine if I hired someone to come and work in my house and they were too fucking stupid to get a dolly to move the shit that I'm hiring them to move, I'd fucking fire them and go hire some men. I'd be like, what is this shit? It took 3 fucking days for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I just can't believe, who would vote? I just can't understand. You voted for this? You wanted to pay extra taxes?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, idiot. Fuck off. The Bible was right. The Quran was right. The Quran was right about you women.
Yeah. I mean, they gave up the best job that there is. Like, if I could do it, I would, but I just can't. But to raise family is way better than any 9 to 5. And anyway, what do you do when you go to a job? You end up doing what you would have done for your family, but now for someone that doesn't love you.
Yes.
What?
What a great way to put it out, or to state it.
Yeah.
You're doing stuff you should have done for your loved ones for someone who hates you, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Dude, the whole fucking feminism racket, it was just a tax scam. It's a tax grab.
Clearly.
It's a tax grab. That's all it ever was. Women, there's nothing respectable about going to work and standing in front of a copy machine. But I will say this, women excel at those jobs because women are great at multitasking. My sister, when we worked at a law firm together, she was the office manager. And she was fucking great at it. There's no denying it. She should have had kids too, but she at least was good at her job.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying they shouldn't want to do it for 20, 30 years and then retire.
I understand.
Yeah, do it. Everyone has to work at some point, but
my mom worked in a factory out of high school. Yeah. That's you do, like, women do have to work eventually, but your career goals should be raising a fucking family. And I'm speaking for myself here. I fucked up.
Yeah, me too.
I fucking dated all these toxic, evil cunts.
Yeah.
All the women I fucked, probably like 50 or something like that. One of them I considered procreating with. Mm-hmm. And of course she dumped me, but so that didn't happen. But I mean, she's the only woman I've ever met that I thought, man, I'd love to have a kid with her. I'd love to raise a kid with her. Right. I'll never forget, because we were in Vegas and we were at Circus, which that's where like all the alcoholic gamblers with children go, because they can just send their kids to the video arcade, which is quite extensive. Right. But we were in there playing. We were playing skee ball and the video arcade, and we won a bunch of tickets, and I said to her, I was like, I don't fucking care about these tickets. Like, we should just give them to some kid. And I'll never forget that she walked around and looked for the saddest, loneliest kid and gave that kid the tickets. Right. The one that got away. I really fucked that. Sorry.
No, you did, but that's what that's what I love about.
Give me a second. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm out of fucking focus too. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think that's a good. I would say this is a good place to end.
Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Whoever is involved with fucking with my shit, my electronics all the fucking time, fuck you. Fuck you. And by the way, free Palestine. How you like that? How you like that? You didn't censor me saying that. Free Palestine, fuckers. Free Palestine, you fucks.
Right.
That's the point. That's where we should leave now, Chris. That's
okay.
the button point I want to leave on this episode. It's free Palestine and fuck you. Also, fuck Palestine. Fuck them all. nuke them all and let God sort them out.
Right. Well, I think that is a good place to end because we've reached the hour mark, and I think Chris, yeah.
I have to say this real quick. Thank you so much for your patience this week. This week sucked. I'm so sorry that we like yesterday. I wish people could understand this, but both you and I were like, because we had the day off, so we were like, let's go, But we didn't say this, but independently we were like, let's go get some drinks and get fucked up and podcast.
Right.
And so I drank 2 drinks trying to get the fucking internet to work. So by the time I actually called you on FaceTime, I was fucking hammered. And I was like,
right.
So because I was on drink number 3, I'm a lightweight. It doesn't take much.
Right.
For me, I very rarely go beyond 3 to 5 drinks. And if I go beyond 5 drinks, I barf. It's just too much.
Yeah.
I've been around so many alcoholics in my life where I was like, man, I just watched you pound a 30 case of Tecate in like 6 hours or something by yourself. I was like, how the fuck are you even, what's even the point of that? Because the second, I like being tipsy.
Yeah.
The 2 drinks was great because I was tipsy. Once you hit drink 3, I'm retarded. And it's like, I gotta go to sleep, man. I gotta sleep this off, which is what happened yesterday. So I apologize for all that stuff. I apologize that my iPad keeps falling on the fucking ground and shit. There's nothing, I don't know. There's just nothing doing, folks. They don't want us to do this podcast. The universe says no, and we have to fight back. Baphomet said no. Baphomet got his feelings hurt because I made fun of his thorny cock. Aww. And by the way, Baphomet doesn't even have a big dick. That's the part that makes me laugh. Right. You worship a guy with a little dick and tits. You faggots.
Well, that's definitely the place to end. And on that note, I thank you for joining us, listening through to all of our craziness. I hope you enjoy. This is a comedy podcast, by the way, so none of this is serious. Or maybe we are. We'll never tell. Anyway, goodbye.